Hey, you guys, welcome back with another live video. And I want to welcome our brother, Orvel. Thank you so much for coming on our channel. He's a certified nutrition diet specialist, and he's also a fruitarian, you guys. We're going to go in and find out what is this all about. So welcome again to our channel. We appreciate you for taking out time because I know you're busy and coming on our channel. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. So I like to start out like when you was a child growing up, how was your eating habits?
I think actually at the beginning it was terrible. To be honest, it was terrible. Just like I didn't like fruits, I didn't like vegetables. I used to get my mom to like my mother would make other food for me because I wouldn't eat it. It was terrible. So I'm not even gonna lie, it was really terrible. So now, as an adult, everyone's shocked just the way everything just kind of like changed. Totally from not liking it to like going all in. So
Yes, yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, yes. So wow, that sounds similar to me
hmm
growing up as well. So how did you okay, you're a fruitarian. What is a fruitarian and how did you learn about it?
Well, a fruitarian is a person that their diet is basically 70% or more of fruit. So
Mhm.
the majority of fruitarians I know, they'll eat other foods like nuts and seeds and, greens. But for me, it's like 99%. My diet is basically all fruits. The 1% is usually if I go out to a raw vegan restaurant, every now and then. But basically, that's what it is. I'm not really a big fan of nuts and seeds anyway, So yeah, but I've been a vegan for 26 years. So fruitarian is part of the vegan diet. I've been for like 26 years, and I just wanted to be healthy. When I was I always explain, I always tell this to every interview I get because to see exactly how I began, is
Mhm.
that at the beginning when I was like a young child, like around 10 years old, and my parents maybe like 20 or 30, and family members, older family members, as they get to a certain age, you just see the majority of people are having all these different health issues. So I was looking at, well, if that's happening to them, that's my destination because I'm a thinker.
Mhm.
So it was all about, I just wanted to be the best I can be. I just didn't want to catch something to try and reverse it. I just wanted to, it was all about, for me, it was all about prevention. So when I first came to the United States, I gained all this weight. I was really eating, the standard American diet. I gained all this weight and I was like 198 pounds. I didn't really like the way I looked. So I decided to research um, fitness and nutrition. Reading fitness books, nutrition books, and I kind of went all in. I just went cold turkey. I was working at 4 o'clock in the mornings, 6 days a week. I used to drink alcohol at the time. I stopped drinking alcohol. I was just like drinking water. And then within 8 weeks, I lost 50 pounds just by going cold turkey, 8 weeks.
Wow.
And then from there, I decided, I did, this is a lot. I promised myself when I lost that 50 pounds, I said, I'm never, ever going to gain that back again. And I was like, I was a lot younger and I was like, I think like 32, something like that. And now I'm almost 60 years old. I'm maintaining to keep it off. So yeah.
Wow, you look amazing, and thanks for sharing that with
Thank
us.
you. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. So, did you have any health issues yourself, or you just saw your loved ones with the different issues going on?
Well, yeah, I never had any health issues whatsoever. So it's just like for me, it was more of a prevention because I just saw it wasn't even like my mom because my mom eats very, very healthy. She eats very,
Oh,
I mean, she juices all that kind of stuff. My mom is 83 years old. She looks amazing,
wow.
and she's able to get around. So I guess, I mean, you know, for me, following this path and also passing on information to her, and she just remembers when we were kids, when she used to drink milk and all that, she used to get like a mucus in her throat and stuff like that. And when just pass on information, all that stuff passed from her, so she doesn't get anything against it. My mother is 83 and she's really on it. So but I never had any health issues to deal with.
Wow, that is amazing. That's
Right.
amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that's good that you had your mom there to help show you the way, to
Yes.
eat healthy, because a lot of us don't have that story. So that's good.
Yeah, well, coming from a Jamaican background, you know what I mean? We always sat at, even though we used to eat meat at the time, but we've seen, we always had healthy foods, because Jamaicans didn't make, the ground foods and stuff like that. So we always had healthy foods growing up, but I was very stubborn anyway. As I said, I would usually horrible, I just didn't want to eat no vegetables. I didn't want anything, but the stuff my mother cooked, I just didn't want to have it. I just didn't want it. I just wanted junk food,
Yeah. Yes, yes, I
Oh my
understand.
gosh. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So what is your favorite fruit that you eat?
Um,
Or
it's
do you
seasonal. It's actually seasonal. I don't really. It's kind of seasonal right now. It's mandarins right now,
have? Hmm.
and sometime in the summer it's mangoes. Sometimes it's cherries. It's really I love grapes as well. It really varies. Sometimes I may have a favorite for that particular season, but then I change to something else, and I can just eat the same fruit for weeks on and weeks on end, and just yeah.
Oh, okay. You have a lot of cheerleaders here. Your daughter is here saying, "Hey, Dad." She's proud of you.
Oh, oh, she's there. Okay, okay, you can see that. Okay,
Miss
okay.
A,
Hey,
Miss A
Chantal.
say that they love you.
Uh-huh.
So yes, wow, that's great. And
Thank you.
someone else, Wawa, is also excited. I see you. Well, before I get there, what are your thoughts on like organic? Do you think that's important, or organic foods, or do you think it's to get the best that you can get?
I always, I think it's the best what you can get and what you can't afford. And the
Hmm.
reason organic is always good because they say there's no pesticides, herbicides, or fungicides or whatever. But what I've observed is that, especially the fruit group that I have and people that join, a lot of them they cannot find organic, or maybe I mean, they can't afford it, but at the same time they still ate the conventional fruits, and
Hmm.
they still improve or reverse their issues. So I'm more about observation.
Yes, and you love to do the water rich fruits, or do you do dates and bananas? The more. Uh,
Yeah, more water rich fruits. Yeah, it has more hydration, and that's what the body needs, hydration. There's
mhm.
nothing. Dates is fine, but I think it should be in small amounts. Bananas is fine as well, because bananas have water, but it's not like the high rich, high water fruits. Those fruits are fine, but I just like the high watery fruits, the high watery sweet fruits.
I see you doing a lot of great things. I saw you post something on Instagram with a lady healing.
Yes.
So wow, that is amazing. Thank you for the work that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome. You are welcome. So do
Yeah.
you? Uh-huh.
No, I just think it's very important. I'm all about. I just want everyone to be healthy. That's the bottom line.
Yes. Yes. And do you think that eating a fruitarian diet or a vegan diet is for everyone?
Yes, I do think it's for everyone because the way our body's structured.
Mhm.
We have the teeth. I mean, people can eat what they want to eat. I'm not against what people eat, but
Mhm.
the teeth that we have, you know, we cannot tear the flesh off the meat. You can cook the meat, but if you really have to go back to nature, because it's all about simplicity. And I tell people you can learn a lot from nature. All the animals in nature eat a raw diet. If it's a
Yes.
carnivore, if it's a plant eater, they all eat a raw diet. So we don't have claws to claw the animal to death, and we don't have teeth to bite into it. And these animals can digest these they kill very quickly because they have a shorter digestion system, so it can go all the way through. But as we are like the primates who have kind of the same digestive system, the same saliva, and it's longer, and they just eat what we eat. They don't eat another animal, so we're not built for that because we don't have the teeth, we don't have the claws to pounce on it, and if we did, we would have to eat it raw. You know, the animals that eat, you know, they diet raw, they're getting all the nutrition that they need because they're killing the prey, and that's what they're meant to eat. They have the teeth, the fangs, the claws, and everything.
Yes, yes. And the digestion system is different, correct?
Different, totally different. Yes.
Yes. You have your sister Janet from the UK saying hi as well.
Yeah, they're all in the UK.
Hi,
Hey, hey,
family.
Janet.
So, what makes you passionate? I mean, your energy is like through the roof, you know, first
Uh-huh.
of all. But what make you passionate about what you do?
Well, I think it's all about wellness.
Mhm.
And the way this all started, was, I didn't even know what a fruitarian was really at the time when I started to eat fruits, because I was a vegan. I went to raw vegan. Then it just too much preparation. You know, the raw vegan food is really great, but it's a lot of preparation. So I just on the go all the time. So I just started
Mhm.
to eat fruits, and I just ended up being a fruitarian because I eat fruits. And then I had a, you know, on my Facebook page, I'll talk about, you know, my exercising and eating fruits. But a lot of people couldn't really identify. They said, "Are you full? How can you exercise with just eating fruits and blah blah blah?" So I said, "You know something? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a group." And this was in 2016, July 2016. That's
Mhm.
when I created the group. And I says, "Well, people join the group. The group is free to join. Join the group, and we will go step by step. You just follow what I do in 30 days." So that's what they did. And what remarkably happened is that after 30 days, I was getting messages on people said, "Oh, my blood pressure dropped to normal, my cholesterol dropped to normal, I lost weight." I was getting all these testimonials from people from the very first one I did. You
Wow.
know, so every single challenge, I've been doing these challenges every other month for
Mhm.
the past 7 years. And every challenge, everything I do, I always get so many people, you know, I mean, reversing diseases. And and I mean, the challenge got bigger now. We can have a website, you know,
Yeah.
and all these people are joining the challenge. And I mean, I've seen everything reversed. I've seen cancer reverse. I've seen type 1 reverse, type 2, which is a very hard one. Type 2 diabetes reverse. Type 1 is very hard to reverse, but I've seen it reversed. You know,
Mhm.
I've seen kidney disease reverse. You name it, I've seen it. You know, and I told people in the group and on my page and on my website that I'm not a doctor. I don't promise cures, but what I do promise, I promise that you got to make yourself healthier. You
Mhm.
know, so even if you don't cure yourself, you got to be in a better position than when you started.
Yes. Yes. Wow. That's great. So when you were to go back a little bit, when you were vegan, I'm eating the vegan foods.
Uh-huh.
How was your how like what was the things you was eating, and did you see a difference in your energy level and maybe your skin when you were eating those foods than how you eat today?
Um, the vegan foods was great. I mean, I still had energy. I've always had energy, but I think my energy increased.
Mm-hmm.
My energy increased. My skin, you know, me. I always tell people, you know, this is. I think it's genetic. We all have it. You know, the whole family. You know, so but I think as I'm getting older, you know, the foods that I'm eating maintains it and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. But you know, but I never, you know, but the vegan days, I tell people there's nothing wrong with what diet you eat, but choose wisely. If you're a person that eat a meat diet, then always don't eat as much. Cut back. If you want to be healthy as it can be, it's all about having less and not having more.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So being almost 60 years old, do you have
Yeah.
any aches and pains? Because you 6 years
Right.
old, you should have, according
Yeah.
to the standard way of
Yeah.
eating.
Yeah. I supposed to, but I had zero.
Right. So no
Zero.
pains.
No
That's
pain.
yes, that's
Yeah.
great.
I wake up every morning feeling the same. You know, feeling just like, you know, me, like when I was in my 20s, early 30s. I feel the same, you know. And a lot of time when I first went vegan, a lot of my friends thought I lost my mind because, you know, back then it was kind of like, you know, not really anybody really knew much about it. So I
Mhm.
lost my mind. But you know what I mean? But now, you know, it came to a point where it just shows that now I'm reaping the benefits from
Mhm.
when I started because I'm at 60 years old, and if it didn't work, I should be come down with everything else like everyone else is coming down with, and hopefully it won't happen. But right now, I'm still good, you know.
Yes, yes, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Your mom says, "This is lovely, son." Oh, I'm not going to say your name again because I'm gonna mess
Uh,
it up.
Orvel.
Well, my daughter, yeah, thank you. She says she loves you very much. Keep up the good work, son. So wow,
Love
thank
you too, mom.
you. Lots of support. Thank you so
Uh-huh.
much.
Thank you.
Um, so do you take any supplements? Because people talk about the B12
Yeah.
issues and other things like that.
No, I don't take. I take zero supplements. I tell supplements. Supplements are $1 trillion business. They are $1 trillion business. Supplements have a shelf life. You could buy a supplement and it will last for 2 years.
Mm-hmm,
So and you're eating real food, it will wilt after a few days. So
mm-hmm,
taking a supplement, what is the supplement made up of if it's lasting for 2 years? So
mm-hmm,
obviously, you cannot get health through a bottle or a pill or injection.
mm-hmm,
Health cannot be created like that. You have everything in the plant that you need. Everything is in the plant. That's why God put it on the planet for that. For us, it's everything is there for us. But a lot of the time it's just we're being so indoctrinated in eating a certain diet. Blah blah blah. When you mention B12, I always tell people the body doesn't run off isolated nutrition. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, where you get your omega 3s? Where you get your B?" The body doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? The body as a whole, you have to get full nutrients, and everything is in fruits. I mean, vegetables have stuff in there, but it's nothing like fruits. Because everything is like the most highest source of energy that you can get. It's sun cooked food. You don't have to do anything with it. All you have to do is pick it and eat it. You don't have to season it. You don't have to do nothing to it. Perfect.
yes. So,
Yeah.
so do you eat any vegetables? I know you said every now and then you might go out to eat.
Yeah, if I got to eat, yeah, every now and then I eat, but other than on my daily life, only fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So what does a day typically look like for you? Like, do you intermittent fast, or do you just eat whenever you're hungry?
Okay, so with me and a lot of people, I was telling my mom this the other day, and she was saying, "I couldn't believe it. I only eat once a day. I
Hmm.
only eat once a day, and it's usually sometime around midday, or it depends. Right now, the last I had a meal when I'm in DC right now. Actually, I came for the weekend on the train, so I'm in my hotel suite. I had a meal of grapes on the train yesterday around 7 o'clock, and I'll probably not eat again till around 7 p.m. I've already been to the gym and work out. I don't eat anything. I don't drink anything, and everything that I do, it's not intentional. It's
Hmm.
unintentional. I want people to understand that because um, my body doesn't require it. People say, "Oh, you need to drink water." I says, "No, because I'm hydrated from what I'm eating, even though it may not be a lot, and even though I've gone like 24 hours, I'm still hydrated because I go to the gym early in the mornings and work out. I don't have a bottle of water or drink any water with me. I work out, I run sprints, I run, lift weights, and my throat is not dry. But what interesting is that if I go to like a raw vegan restaurant and I eat some food, the herbs and the spices that tastes really good that they use on it, within 20 minutes I am thirsty and
Yeah.
I'm drinking water the whole night
Yes.
after that one meal.
Hmm.
Compared to if I'm just eating one meal of fruits, I'm good to go all the way through 24 hours, even longer, without eating anything or drinking anything. And everything is unintentional. And I find that that works for me. People can't understand. I don't know how you do it. Are you starving yourself? No, I'm not starving myself. It's just that my body doesn't need it. What I've come to realize that a lot of people are emotional eaters. They will eat emotionally. If you have your emotions in control, you ask yourself, are you really hungry? When you go to eat something, are you really hungry? 9 times out of 10, we're not. A lot of time we're just like craving what we want and what we see, what we have in the house. Oh, I want to eat this. Let me go into a movie and get some popcorn. It's all associated with everything. But if you're able to disconnect your mind from there, that's all it is.
Hmm. Wow. So did you work your way up to that? or
Yeah, it just no. As I said, it wasn't intentional. Everything happened unintentionally. I found as the years went by, I was eating less. Before I was eating like twice a day, but now it's just once a day. Just once a day. I think it's been once a day for the past 4 years. Don't get me wrong. I may have eaten more than once a day in within that day when I may have gone to a restaurant or whatever. But on a general day, it's
Mhm.
just once a day. It's just once a day, and it's not like I mean, it's like you have energy, you feel good.
Mhm.
If you want to, you could eat something, but you don't have to,
Mhm.
because because people, oh, the moment they think they have to eat, you don't have to. It's just a feeling within. I like to feel light all the time,
Yes.
and that's what that does.
Mhm. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was eating because I'm oh, raw vegan, but I was eating. I started eating some cooked rice and uh, what else, like seaweed
Right.
that was processed as well. But I noticed my energy was fine, but I noticed I started getting like little achiness, and I started noticing I started gaining weight. And which my other coach, he told me it was most likely my body just was holding in the water. So I can tell the difference with when I eat my high fruit diet, because that's what I mostly eat as well. So I guess
Right.
I feel amazing and I feel light. So I stopped eating all those, eating the cooked rice and things of that nature. Within a week, like I can feel my body feel lighter. I feel so much better. I can feel the weight is back on track with releasing it. So
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because what it is, what people don't understand, when your body is adjusted to a certain way of living, especially you're eating the highest food on the planet, and
mhm,
then you go back to certain things like being like cooked food or anything like that. People who eat cooked food will not know the difference. They feel good. There's always different levels to health.
mhm,
But when you got to your stage where you are and where I am, when you eat cooked food, you will feel different from because you're not used to that. Your body's reacting to it. And what I found out is that there was what happens when you eat cooked food, doesn't matter what it is, if it's something healthy or something bad, you know your body your body releases like white blood cells, like there's some kind of bacterial infection in your body. That
mhm,
doesn't happen when you raw food. The body doesn't act that way, which can cause inflammation. A lot of time people eating, cook food, as I said, they gain the weight. Especially, they may not gain the weight if they've always been doing it, but if they are where we are, what we're doing, then they will notice a difference.
yeah, because I'm like, well, I used can do this and that, but
Right, right.
immediately I do have a reaction. Like it's
Yes,
like,
yes,
no,
yes,
this
yes.
is not for me. So I prefer to feel amazing energy, and the weight losses keep going in the right direction. So yes. So do you have any food cravings?
No, no. If I crave anything, it would be a fruit. Maybe it would be some kind of fruit. Now that's a craving that I have. But I don't have any other cravings. What it is, when you put it in the back of your mind and keep on going, all those cravings become a distant memory.
Okay.
And
See,
and I like the way it makes me feel. I feel great. So I don't want to trade that in for anything. So
mhm. Right. Yes. Yes. So even with like me, I like to have something salt. I like a little salt, like I have my salad
right.
at night.
Uh-huh.
Um. So with that, just increased more fruit, and that's another thing. I know I'm not eating enough fruit, even though I eat fruit, most of the day.
Right. Yeah, I think if you say you have to add more salads or more salts and stuff like that, it's all about not having it. And you have to go through that uncomfortable zone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to do that. Once you go through that uncomfortable zone, then you can get over those things. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing, that's the only zone that's going to set you free, by going into the uncomfortable zone. And say, okay, well, I'm really craving this now, or blah blah blah. You don't have to have it,
Mm-hmm.
because at the end of the day, you're the one that makes the choice when you're about to eat something. If it's good or bad for you, you're the one that makes the choice. And if you don't have it, it's not going to kill you. It's just a feeling. And those feelings will pass. When people get cravings, I would say go out. If it's not too late, go out and do some exercise. Those cravings will pass. Or if you get a craving, it's late, go to sleep. In the morning, it will be gone, you know? So, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking about sleep, and thanks for that tip, those tips. Speaking about sleep, how much sleep do you get typically?
I usually about 5 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
About 5 6 hours. I'm usually in bed by weekdays. Are usually like 10 11 o'clock. I'll
Mm-hmm.
usually wake up around 4 o'clock, and then you know what I mean. And then the first thing I'll do once I get up and stuff like that, I'll go to the gym. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so I'll get up and just go to the gym, and I'll come back home and take a shower and do what I gotta do. But that's the first thing I do when I wake up. I just gotta, yeah.
Wow.
Well,
And
actually, when I get up, the first thing I do, I go and use the bathroom because that's like clockwork with the bowel movement. It's every single morning at the same time, which shows you that everything is digesting very well. Just kind of like, and then yeah,
wow. Wow. And you don't drink any water typically because you get it from your fruits.
yeah. I don't drink any water typically because I get it from a fruit, and it's not, as I said, it's not intentional, it's unintentional. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people who just eat, like a lot of people, especially the ones who do my challenge, they get the same thing. They didn't. I would getting messages. There's something, I'm eating the fruits, but for some unknown reason, I'm not really thirsty. I haven't really drank any water today, and they're really worried. And I explain to them that this is something that will normally happen because now what's happening there? You're being hydrated on a cellular level. You don't have any. You don't have any herbs in the group. In the group challenge, there's no herbs, no spices. There's no nuts, no seeds, no greens, no nothing. Any additions? There's nothing. So all you're eating from nature. You're just picking up fruit, and everything is seasoned in how it's supposed to be seasoned, how God created it. You're just eating that. You're just eating that sun food. That's what's happening. You're hydrated. You stay hydrated. So if you feel, water is allowed in the groups that I have, water and coconut water, because a lot of people are coming from all different type of lifestyles, and those are optional because a lot of times you got to be thirsty. But what I found after a couple of days, a lot of people would come and say to me, oh, I'm not really thirsty no more. And so I always tell people, if you're thirsty, drink your water. Don't follow what I'm doing. I'm doing it because mine's unintentional. It's not intentional. I'm not like looking at the clock and say, oh, I got another hour before I drink water or what. No, it's not like that. Just if you just do how you feel. If you need to eat 5 6 7 8 9 times a day eating fruit, that's what you do.
So what about juices? Do you
Juicing.
yeah, you know,
I like juices. I do like juice to drink, but I don't have it in my daily life like juicing because or as I said, the group again juicing, because what happens with the juice removes the fiber.
mhm,
And the fiber in fruits are the gut flora foods, the good bacteria in your body, in your system,
mhm,
and that's what those microbes eat, the fiber. And those microbes make up 70% of your immune system. So if you're just juicing all the time, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with juicing,
mhm.
but I don't agree doing long juice fast, even though people will lose weight, and also they will lose weight, and they will feel a lot better.
Mhm,
But what I found with just juicing, if they have a disease to heal, it takes much longer than if you just ate the fruit. And a
mhm.
lot of times when you go back to eating solid foods, the weight is going to come right back.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
you found that when they ate the fruit, it was quicker healing than
It
the
was quick. Yeah, it was quicker healing.
wow.
People, I had people, healing from all different type of diseases. What I mentioned,
Mhm.
one lady in the group, she had a cyst on her finger for 3 years. She was going to get it surgically removed. After 9 days, that cyst was gone.
Wow.
I mean, that lady had edema, really swollen edema. Um, 5 days, it was gone. These things, when people have joint pains,
Mhm.
less than a week is gone. One of my good friends, I don't think she's watching, she joined my group. She used to have arthritis in her hand, gone. Someone
Wow.
who I went to school with, gone. So these are the type of results that I see when people eat fruits. Because what I do, they send me their testimonials, and I document everything.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow, that is great. Wow, this
Right.
is amazing. I am so thankful for the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
Um, Man, it's well needed work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Man, this is so amazing. I had a lot of questions and I don't want to over oh my God.
Yeah, shoot away, you know.
I can't keep up with you.
Right. Oh, come on.
I'm gonna get there though. I'm gonna get
Right,
there. Oh my God.
right.
I noticed when you was talking about doing the juice fast, I've done like me and our older daughter, we've
Uh-huh.
done juice fasts and after and it was probably like 2010 is when I
Hmm.
started. Um, I noticed after the fast of 2009, I wanted to eat everything. Like I wanted, it's like
Right,
everything is like, what can I not eat?
right,
I did it about 3 times, and around the third time, I said, no, I don't think this is for me because it makes my body feel like it's in a famine. I don't drink enough because I might drink two or three, you know,
right,
I don't have enough to sustain me. So when I get
right.
off, I want to eat everything. So yeah, I totally agree. And it did not help. It helped. I did feel great. I did
Right.
lose weight and all that, but it was like I didn't do anything because I was eating, everything that I could. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's just juice. You know, there's nothing. Everything just extracted. It's just extracted. I mean, a chain is as strong as its weakest link.
Yes.
You know, so if you're extracting, you're extracting stuff from it. You're just getting that juice, maybe pure vitamin C, but you're missing all the other micronutrients. I
Hmm.
mean, fruits have thousands of micronutrients that scientists cannot even name, and they're all working synergy. So you're just extracting. So there's nothing wrong with drinking juice. Cause I like orange juice. I do fresh orange. I like that, but I don't juice. Even if I feel like a juice, I'll have a juice. Every now and then. But I don't I've never did like a 30-day juice. I've never done anything like that before because it's never resonated with me.
Hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
So what fruit would you is there's not one particular fruit you would suggest someone to start out with?
No, any high water fruits they do exactly the same. I've always I see a lot of times when people say eat this fruit for this disease, eat that fruit for that disease.
Yes.
No, it doesn't work like that. Fruits doesn't heal the body. The body heals itself.
Yes.
First of all, um, fruit is the quickest digesting fruit food that can
Hmm.
happen. The only way your body can heal is when it's in rest, when it's on empty. Like when you're sleeping at night, that's
Hmm.
when your body, it's digesting, it's healing. But once you wake up and eat breakfast, which is the most important part, most important meal of the day, which it isn't, it's got to stop. It's got to start. It's like breaking the fast, breakfast, breaking the fast. That's
Hmm.
what it is. So now your body's gone back to digestion, and then you eat breakfast, and when lunchtime comes, breakfast hasn't even been digested, and when dinner time comes, lunch hasn't been digested. Then you go to bed, and it's digesting a little. Then you wake up and repeat. That's
Yeah.
the reason why so many people are sick. The body is not at rest. The body cannot digest and heal at the same time. It's either one or the other.
Hmm.
So when the body goes into fasting state, meaning that fruits digest very quickly. So if you're eating 5, 6 times a day, it doesn't matter because after 30 minutes, your body's got to go back to digestion. And if you eat again in a few hours, you go back to digestion. Goes back to detoxification. So
Hmm.
you always have those breaks. So your body's always constantly healing, 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 healing. That's how people get well. You cannot get well on a full stomach. There is no way, because as I say, digestion and detoxification, two different energies. You know, all the energy from when digestion stops, all the energy is shift to healing. All the so that the body can repair itself. So all the fruits is digested. There's nothing in your system. You ate the fruit because it got like a lot of nutrients in it. And also when you eat fruits, every cell in your body The fruits eat up the cells, eat up the fruits. Every cell in your body takes a poop.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what it does, and it's a cellular waste. And if you're eating that fruit, it's something what you call an alkaline ash.
Mm-hmm.
That waste is dumped into the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a sewer system of the body that runs parallel to the blood. So now you got the waste is full of oxygen. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to keep it moving, like exercising will keep it moving, and it's oxygenated. The oxygen will keep it moving. That will help to get everything out of your body, all the toxins out of your body. Now, if you're eating acidic foods, like meat and dairy, it's all acidic waste. It's dumped into the lymphatic system, and you remember I was saying it doesn't have a pump system, so the lymphatic system is stagnant. It's like a murky, dirty water. And I'm gonna give you an example, prime example. For instance, if you have a fish in a bowl
Mm-hmm.
and the water is all murky and dirty and the fish is in a bowl, the fish is gonna die, it's gonna be sick. Now, what would you do to the fish? Give it some medication or whatever. No. What you do for the fish to get better, take the fish out of that dirty water and put it in a fresh bowl of water. It will thrive. That's the same thing with the human body. You have to clean all that mess out. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what fruits do. It gives the cellular waste gives that oxygen that's oxygenates the lymphatic system. The exercise like rebounding, running will keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, and then that's how you get rid of disease.
Wow, you just took us to school. Thank you.
Right.
You're really, really teaching us, and thank you so much. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
this. So it sounds like fruit is the king, the queen of the human body. Like we need to
Yes,
survive,
yes.
heal. We need the fruits.
We need the fruits. Yes, and yes, and also exercise is so important. Whatever you do,
Yeah.
move around. Definitely move. It doesn't have to be any strenuous workout. It doesn't have to be. You could just go for a walk. If you're a person who does exercise, go for a walk.
Hmm.
And then the walk may turn into a run after. Just it's all about gradually doing things.
Wow. Wow, thank you so much for sharing this information. This time we need. I mean,
Right.
this time. I mean, wow, I am so thankful and grateful for your time. Is what is the legacy? Because you got a long time, to
Right.
be here and share this word and this wisdom with us. But what is the legacy that you would like to leave behind?
I'd like to leave behind that, the knowledge that I've gotten. I like to pass it on, because if you don't pass it on, it's no good. It
Hmm.
must be passed on to the next generation. I pass it on to my family members. They can pass it on to, when I'm gone, it can be always passed on.
Hmm.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about being healthy. And if you really want to learn how to be healthy, as I said, I have a Facebook group.
Hmm.
You can always send me a message and come and join the group. You'll get all the education in the group. I'm a certified author. I wrote a book. All the information that we're talking about right now is in the book.
Hmm.
So there's tools there, and there's a lot of the younger generation coming up. Some of my Facebook friends are a lot younger than me. They're doing a fantastic job. I'm just looking at their page, and they really got that wealth of information, and it's good to see that. You
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yeah,
Yes, I love it because the see the generate these younger, I just love it. They're coming on and doing interviews. I'm like, wow,
yes,
this
yes,
is
yes,
beautiful.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah. I love it too. Yes, yes. It's so inspiring.
Yes, yes. So when is your? I have your information and the link down below
Uh-huh.
in the description. But when is your next challenge that you're doing?
Okay, so the next challenge is on November the 1st. So we about like just just over a week away, November the 1st.
Hmm.
And you can join on my website. My website is my name, Orvel Douglas, ORVELDOUGLAS.com. It's $20 to join. and it's only available on Facebook. So I always say, if you are not on Facebook and you're just on Instagram, because I know a lot of people just use Instagram. If you really want to learn, just come and create an account just for that group. You know, you none of your family members, or you don't, if you don't want them to see you, will see you. All you do, because the group is a secret hidden group. The only people that can join the group is the link that I give them. So no one else on Facebook can see what you're posting. It's all within the group.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. So what where can we find your book as well?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can find my book on the website. Yes, so if you're using a mobile phone, because I had a lot of problems. The mobile website and the a computer website is two different things. So if you're using a mobile phone, when you go on my website, you'll see three strips on the right hand side. Click those three strips, and you'll see a few pages. You'll see media and events, which is the stuff that I've done, the podcast that I've done. Also, you'll see the testimonials. Visit that page. You see all the testimonials that I've been talking about. You'll see the fruit feast challenge, and that's how you join the fruit feast challenge. And also then you'll see books, and then you click on that, and that's how you see the book. But also, when you do go on I ask everyone, if you when you do go on the website, please listen to the video. The first thing you'll see on the homepage is a video. Please listen to that to get all the information about what the challenge is exactly about and how you can join, so you'll know exactly what you're getting into.
Okay, wow, great. And Wawa
Right.
says, thank you for doing the November challenge.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm going to go check you out over there as well.
Yes, yes, please do.
Yes, I know I'm on the Instagram, but I'm gonna do the I don't go on Facebook like that. I do have an account, but I'm gonna go on there.
Right. Yeah, just use it for that. Just use. I tell people, if you're on Instagram, because I know a lot of people don't like Facebook. I said, if I could have created it on Facebook, I would, but I can't. They don't have a group setting where I can create a large group. So this is the reason why I encourage people from Instagram to just create an account. You know, if you don't want to know who you are, just create a fake account. And and just join the group.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's good. Great, great.
uh-huh.
Any last remarks or remarks you would like to share with us?
uh, Health is wealth. If you don't have your health, you don't have nothing. It doesn't matter how much money you have in the world. If you don't have your health, you don't have nothing.
Hmm.
That's all I like to share.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate you, bro. I mean, you fire. I mean,
Thank you.
you're good, and thank you so much for the information that you're sharing with us. We need it, and thank you for coming on our channel again.
Thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I tell my people on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching A Thousand Roses. Love yourself first because you're worth it. And you got Carlisa said he's the truth, and you are. So thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right, y'all take care. Thousand Roses. Thank you again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye bye.